how to scroll back or not, all this sort of stuff. Have a play around with it. It's going to be very unique to each individual in terms of your preferences. And what you can also do is click on this render button here on the right hand side. And what that will do is, like, based on your current options, that will then create a new thing. So this, for example, we've said we want it to be 30 seconds. So this will keep on scrolling down. You see, but it finished. It finished very early with that.
So basically, what I'm doing is I am going through Jack Roberts. Um, he's got an automation that's similar to what I did with Convi. That looks something like this. Let me make sure that I'm following. Okay, cool. Trying to make sure that my face stays in the screen a certain way. All right, cool. So that looks like this. I'm having a hard time getting this array value in, so I'm going to troubleshoot this, I think. Um, I keep getting this 400 error, and then it says lead list must be an array. So I've got an idea, and I'm going to give you guys a kind of a look into my process here. So if I just open this, be careful too. I keep running through my limits on all this stuff. Apollo winner is what I like to call it. Okay, cool. So, anyways, what's going on here is I have this JSON that I've been using for this situation. Now, the cool thing about this is I can make and I can also drop JSON files into this. So it looks something like this, Apollo winner. For the last module, I'm having trouble. Can you help me understand what I need to add in before or before the module or inside the request content field based on the error? The following error. Do it that way. So you guys should be able to see that. Okay, cool. So Claude has become quickly my favorite tool. And yep, that's being array is what they're saying. So let's see. So I just took the JSON file. So all I did was export it from make, uploaded in Claude, and then described what I'm experiencing to get this flow working. So I've just been experimenting a ton with using Claude in this way, specifically for make blueprints. I think I'm going to go really deep in this direction because it's it's everything I need right now as far as um, next step of using data a certain way. So they got a set variable formatted lead list, and then they want me to add that right there. I see the issue is occurring because the data you're sending Smiley is not in the correct format. To ensure the lead list is properly formatted before making changes to the last margin, I got to create, they want me to create a variable, of course. After this bulk, tool set variable. Okay, cool, easy enough. Then modify the last one with this, and it's going to look like it looks already. And then my lead list will just be here. And then I've got settings. Ignore global block. I don't necessarily want to put those settings in there, but I will. And then we'll go from there. I don't think I'm going to have any issues there, though. Maybe. Probably shouldn't ignore the global block list. Um, so they're saying that I should be creating a variable here. So I can look this up and I can say set variable. Looks like this. I wonder why it's not an aggregator. I'm just gonna do what they say, man. Leave that shit alone right now. I'm creating a variable that says am I meant to put this code there? Let's see what it says back. I also, I'm learning this tool. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not. These are two tools I'm learning how they work together. And so instead of just jumping in and doing exactly what they say, which was pretty much what I did yesterday, today the approach is let me ask it questions so that I can understand what I know and what I don't know. Right, to question this. When creating a variable in makes interface, you don't need to include all that. Instead, you should only include the actual value part field. Here we go. Okay, so we'll drop this in here. The two matches refers to the output of your Apollo API call, assuming it's module 2 in your scenario. So the matches, I know what that is. So this is good. I'm glad I did it that way. So I've been having a lot of issues because there's a lot to learn. First, the atom name. Actually, you know what? Let's just, got an idea. I'm gonna go here. We'll leave that. And then we're gonna call this variable, well, details is fine. Data details. Why not? We'll just call it that. And then my job is to parse this. So, one of the things I would like to happen, probably at like after this CSV actually, is I can parse this. Oops. Oops. See what I have. Um, this is going to be in a CSV format. I don't really know how good this is going to be or how this is going to work, but hey, that's not what I want though. Let me just do what I know for now. Let's see if this isn't too much. So I already created the data structure and um, there's no JSON string. So I could create JSON. And that looks like this. And it will just drop in here. And then you just have to kind of match these up. So this is kind of a pain in the ass, but it feels like this is probably what I should be doing. mostly because I want to get all the information that I possibly can from any list, because you don't know how that thing is going to be matched up. It might be matched up a certain way inside of Apollo. Um, and stay on track here. Inside of Apollo, however, if I have all this information and let's say that I'm using 3 different tools to enrich, and then I've got APIs for all those tools, I can pretty easily throw each one of those tools as a step into this grander situation. And what will end up happening, or at least what I think will happen here, is it'll turn into a situation to where the more information I have, the easier it will be for me to make a match eventually. And I think that turns into a competitive advantage, especially when I start to offer these lists, um, to the masses. Because my thing is this, is I want to use these for BHT, but the benefit of being able to enrich data and understand who the buyers are and why is I get a really good look into data-driven marketing in general, not only for myself, but for potential clients. Because, somebody's going to want to see this. I'm not going to do this. Somebody's going to want to benefit from this as well. So we'll play this and just kind of see what we get back. The good thing is I'm getting that bulk situation to work easily. Um, this JSON, there's quite a bit there. I probably should put some kind of a limitation there. And I plan on doing that later. Shouldn't have clicked on it. I think I just slowed everything down. Damn. There's so much. So many values being returned. Let's see what it looks like. Even though it's a lot, man, I think this is kind of what I want, is an output that kind of looks like that. And then a JSON string is um, is what I'm giving back. Looks like, okay. So from that JSON string, I've got to parse it. Probably is what I'm guessing. Not a bad idea. I probably should have saved it before I ran it though. I need to learn how to test here a little bit better so I don't run into these issues, because it's a lot. I'm experimenting here when I need to just be making sure that this detail is added. Not the end of the world. I could just open up a new one. And then we got an error code, which is fine. I really just want to get here, and they want me to add this. So let's try this one more time. This is without that JSON thing. Set variable. And then my variable value is going to be based on this guy with the matches. And then let's say data detail. Okay. And then we're going to just walk over to here and say, okay, data details, this is what they want. And then we go from there. I'll play around with the JSON stuff a little bit later. All right. frustrating. I think I already got past my limits on this account again. Hmm. And that's what you gotta watch. Just that small amount of testing just screwed me. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, well, can either pay up or shut up, huh? Damn, dude. Let's just roll it. This is the second time this has happened. I need to move a little bit smarter on this operation because it's a hell of a pool. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get away with this, but data details should be um, essentially should look like this. Okay, now there. All right, let me pause this for one moment. Take care of paying some bills real quick. Shit don't want to act right now. Bro, they making me do the whole thing. Like, come on, dude. Y'all know what this is. Just trying to get this shit tested, dude. Okay, done. Let's refresh and see if I have extra or if they're gonna bullshit me some more. Yeah, that's much operation yesterday. Okay, share my screen again. Sorry about that. I take pride in that about this this whole situation is I'm actually trying to give you guys the most realistic look into how this stuff really goes. It's annoying, it's hard sometimes, and test. All right, so if I run this module, they're not gonna let me do it that way. Let's run this one. I think I can get away with this. So if you haven't caught on yet, the idea here is I want to be able to test a group. I think I can do it this way. Boom. And then let's run. Ah, didn't work. Okay. All right. The good thing is I don't have that big parser situation anymore. Um, function 2 matches map not found. Okay. think this is this. But also make sure I'm not tripping here. Yeah, let's try this part. Mhm. If anybody's watching this and there's a better way to pull in information, that'd be great. As far as testing it, I would love to have a cleaner way to do it because it is very messy. All right, yeah, we got all the way through. This looks okay. And then this looks okay. My data looks like this. It's just the names of all the, that's an easy one. The real ones that matter are these two. And then this one is a 400 again. Bad request must be a data array. Um, curly, then close, then curly again. And it's got to be in the body. Data details is true. That's all it says is true. So matches. I'm not using it here. I would just use it here. Oh, I didn't make that change. Let's do that. This is the last one as follows. It looks like this. Boom, 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 boom. Body. Then my body looks like this. Okay, easy. Let me fix this part. And then we'll try it one more time. That should be the end of it. Boom. Settings. Blah, 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 blah. True, true, true. Okay. This should do it. We'll see. I'm gonna clean this up later. Adding the parsing and the fancy stuff. Sometimes, as I'm thinking of it, I want to get it on the workflow because I don't want to forget. But I don't have to operate that way anymore, man. It's really probably not the best way to do it. It's pretty slow. Wonder why. Not saying payload too large, of course. I got an idea. Turn this down all the way. I'm about to rebuild all that stuff I just had, which is annoying, but oh well. Okay, so I think I understand what to do here. Module not found, that's fine, I don't need it. Start there. And then I gotta look this all up because it's not going to pull the way I want it to. Failed to learn upload data. Okay. That's fun. So this thing pulls directly into it's like almost there, but yeah, they need me to pick a file. That's 90% of the game is that it's buggy. So it allows you to have a place in it. So I can show people this and it's still not gonna matter because it's just too much. There's too much you have to get right. And yeah, that's super annoying, but also, you know, it's like I think it was after set variable data details. And I gotta drop that code again. Not that one. Formatted lead list is the name of it. Well, actually, let's just go back to this. This is the one they were trying to give me. So I'm just gonna use that one. That looks like that. Okay, we'll see if it works. And then last, the one that's giving me fit is this guy. And it looks like it does as follows. And then I need to just use the part that says body because these are settings that I've already dealt with. So again, a lot of this stuff isn't it's hard to say that it's hard because it's not hard per se, but that's closing itself. This is open, that's open, so I need two here. It's kind of knowing where to cut, which can be very annoying, but oh well, right? Looks like that. And then parse the response. Of course, yes, please. All right, so I'm gonna call that good. I'm not sure if I can limit interesting. It's just a download, so it's just not as cumbersome, I guess. And these are 30 columns, because that's how many columns are available there. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this alone. And that goes from there, aggregate there, boom, boom, boom. And then I'll clean it up later. Inval values. It said something about invalid. What? Why? Oof, man, this shit is killing me. Because the item, I bet it's because of that. What? What am I missing here? Let's go. Let's see. let's just do this and try to see if I can kind of get it there. Shit is a lot, man. I just want to see if I can get it close. All right, let's see. Lead list must be an array. Data details is an array. It is. It is indeed. Hmm. I just don't see how this isn't an array. Still getting an error. Lead list must be an array. Yeah, it's pretty annoying, but hey. Hmm. Yeah, there's some confusion here for sure. And then I can go back and pull this right here. That's the value. Alpha, so request content field as follows, which makes sense. Set a variable module tool log. So I need to log right after. So let's try that. What? I don't know why this is doing this. It's very strange. there's a log tool. Where's new tools? I don't see the log. That's the part. That's the part. That's it. That makes it hard, baby. I'm so tempted to just kind of say fuck it and do my own thing here, but I'm gonna chill just a second. And we're gonna go ahead and unlink this. Let's do a router. This is the beauty of delete that module. She doesn't want to. I'm not really sure why this basic trigger situation isn't going to work for me, but hey, we'll get a little bit later. This could be. I could look this up first. It doesn't matter. The order in which I do this doesn't matter much. Okay, so this router is not going to matter. Delete. Connect that. Let's go. So there's no variable. Actually, I could just go here. Format a lead list. And then it's going to be based on that's already set, so I'm good there. Then I just got to figure out the columns from this guy. no reason why I can't just have, because the data match is, uh, otherwise I won't be using that info. Yeah, I like the or. So if they're blacked out, I wonder what that means. I might have to just write this thing from scratch, which is what I'm trying to avoid doing because I don't know what I'm doing. But that might be the actual thing that has to happen in order for this to work. We'll see. Yeah, let's be in the right. Well, this is going to be my last little shot here. Is I'm just going to copy this and then I'm going to copy the response code and throw it into show me exactly how to format this to work. Here's the 200 requests example. It's a lot because I'm already limited on my confidence in this area. But now I'm like, bro, it should be pretty straightforward, pretty simple, but it's not. tool log is like a reader of sorts. So after this, I got to be able to read. So add a module where I read. That's pretty cool. I actually use system.io, whatever. Read array. Yeah, I just want to read the shit, man. Everybody's going to go through this, and this is why I get to make a video like this and then put the finished product. Okay, yeah, let's not waste. Since data was too long. But then I get all these, and then I could just use the iterator. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to use the iterator there. Too much data. Yeah, I could create a tester version. All right, that's enough for today. I'll be back. You're gonna watch me struggle with this, but it'll be beautiful once it's done. Similar to the combi situation. Yep. As usual, I'll upload this with the finished version, but I just wanted to kind of show you guys the process. All right, bye.